So I learned this technique from Michael Keyes 2 years ago. It's called flame sanding and coloring. Basically, I'm going to turn a piece, take a blowtorch to it, which is going to burn the grain lower because the grain's porous, so it'll burn quicker. And then you polish it, add color, repolish it, and it's done. I'll pass this around, and let's start making a bowl. Right here. Still hear me all right? Almost there. I bought this wood dry from a place in New Hampshire. I can't remember the name at the moment. Yes. Kiln dried will take the flame better and not crack as much. Gotta tell you, this dry wood shavings are really hot on your hand.
knockout bar.
Pretty happy with that, more or less. Okay, so the inside of the bowl is done, and I just need to smooth out the rim. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm just going to do a little sanding, then we can take it outside and I'll take a blowtorch to it. No, I guess I'm good. A little bit of tear out on the back side. I'm going to try to fix that. Much better. So usually you sand it to 300. I'm probably going to go to 120.
Flaming it later on, how far down do you take the sanding?
Well, anything that's there will show up after you burn it, and you resand it to 300 is what Michael recommends, and what usually works well for me. At this point, it's good enough that we can take it outside, put some flame to it. I guess everyone's going to go outside. Watch. I think I've got everything here I need. Everyone is welcome to come outside and watch the flame. Come on out.
Set up out here, that's cool. Gadgets out here. This is roughly the shape of Michael K's.
I got a smoke wood.
Basically,
Half an hour.
Yeah, same thing. I don't know if I can do two. Maybe I can.
Don't turn around.
You okay?
Don't let me do this.
It's a base as to
Are you
the base.
tired?
So maybe not much. If you put this way, especially for your feet. You're fine.
How's that? I know.
My shielding was
It's just a matter of charring the wood.
So do you ever have problems with cracks from the heat?
Yes. That roll I was passing around, I kept wetting. I turned it to the final thickness and then kept wetting so that it wouldn't, to cool it mostly, and then I dried again and I got it so it didn't burn.
Right. Okay. And then we also have to create a stage for it.
Except for the photographer. That's cool too. Yeah. It was a video. It's gonna impress a few people. It was right here. Listen to
What's going on? Can you give a similar description to what's here?
Okay, I'll do that then.
Usually I don't have to touch those. Just move them forward.
Right,
You know what I mean?
I have a bottle star I'm going to try next that I've already pre-made. It's oak. I've never done oak before. We'll find out what that does.
So Mark, the hand grain, the grain is not burning the same way as you
The
are.
grain burns deeper because it's porous. It's like kindling versus a big, giant, thick log. When you have it in a campfire, the kindling wants to
the
burn.
annular rings.
Yes, the
Some are
annular
way
rings.
softer than
Yes. And then basically just doing it to looking for an even char.
just turn it on. Are you trying to do it slowly? Get it slow?
I can't hear, so give me 1 sec. And I have not melted a chuck yet. Yeah, and now you can see the spots that I missed.
As he walks out.
And because the light's so poor, I'm going to turn this around so I can see the back side. In the sunlight, and then what's left is there.
Right. I have a question of
And that is that. You can visibly tear out there. Basically, you brush off all the char, and then you back upstairs. I will sand it to 300 with 300, and then apply a friction polish, and then add the color. You try to brush with the grain.
Mark, did you say shoe polish?
Friction pump.
Friction polish. You like using mine?
Sounded like shoe polish.
Is the brush brass or steel?
Yes, that's brass. You really don't want to put any marks in it. And then this is a air compressor substitute. That's just to get an extra char out of the pores. And then while we're at it, this
is the bottle stop right turn out of the boat, and I'm curious to see how the boat will char.
Both chars very nicely.
Sometimes to try to help the cracking from happening, I'll do one side then the other and let a little bit of it cool down, but the whole thing's getting really hot now. Then brushing with the grain. Cool. Then we can go back and take this off out here in case it doesn't, the valve doesn't close. Yeah. Alrighty.
Isn't that a little warm? When you just grab that with your hand, make it a little warm?
It's not too bad. The metal's not really hot at all. Sure, thank you. Thank you. And the fun coloring pot will have it next. Thank you. So I'm sanding the high spots between the grain to so that it doesn't take the coloring that's about to happen. And so I sand it and then I friction polish it with, I like to use the Mylans. And I bought this in 2010. I'm gonna need to get some Mylans. So Rockler was going out of business in Cambridge, and I bought this for real cheap. I'm not happy with it. It doesn't do the same as the Mylans, in my opinion. It's Shellawax. Wood. Yeah. Eye safety, but not head safety because this isn't going to kill me. That's basically that. And then I rub in the colors. I'm going to pass around a tube of, this is Chroma Gilt. They have every color but red, which kind of irritated me, but they don't have red. This stuff gets all over your hands, including the Mylans. I already look like a grub. So I'm going to use blue and purple. They're my favorite two. The purple especially I like. And these gloves are too big. So what you do is you're rubbing it into the grain, and I'm trying to follow the grain so that I can have the two colors separated. Rubbing it into the pores, I found that at times when you can still see some of the pores, I figured that'll fill it in as I'm buffing it, and it doesn't, and then it looks like tear out. So I just make sure I fill all the grain with each of the color. And then what I'll do at home later is I'm going to follow with the cup burr and make beads that follow between the two colors and paint them gold. This is a waxy kind of stuff. It's like really... Yes, this is a gilding paste. Yes. And
I ordered this online. I just did a search and found where, found some place that was selling them. It does on a bottle stopper, but on a big bowl, it can eat it up. Now, see, I see some of the blue has. I can see the pores in some of the blue, so I'm going to pick that up in a minute.
I was just saying that I throw stuff on the ground all over the little part of those sawdust.
I'll figure it out. Thank you. It'll go away. Oop, wrong finger. I'm adding blue in. The tedious part with this is just making sure the pores are completely full of this. Otherwise, they just look wrong because there'll be a dark part of the... I haven't tried putting it on with a toothbrush. That sounds like it might be a good thing. So now it's just a matter of polishing it in. I like to cut t-shirts up into this size pieces and that's that. And then it's a matter of a couple of adding wax over it. I like to use, a friend of mine made this. It's beeswax, paraffin wax, and some carnauba wax. And he made a couple of bars. And then I polished that in. And then Yorkshire Grit is a great high polishing wax. It comes with a microfine and a fine. Yes. That really adds a nice shine to it. Little goes a long way. This is also Yorkshire Grit. It's microfine. This is the finer version of the other one. Basically, there's some kind of grit that's in with the paste. Mineral oil, beeswax, and microfine abrasive powders. And then it's just a matter of adding a little carnauba for the hardness, just to protect it. Never wrap cloth around your fingers. If it gets caught, you could lose a finger. Okay, one done. Can pass this around. And now we'll polish the bowl. sometimes in my haste to put color on it, I forget to do the friction polish first. I'm not forgetting today. Michael Keyes showed it this way. I think it gets the less goes into the. It's a good base to then get the shine to happen after, I think. Oh yeah. And that went.
The friction polish is shellac, basically?
Yes.
And wet. It's French polish.
Oh, there it is. All right, I'm going to put gold on the inside of the bowl. And I'm going to roll away, so I try not to get any on the top surface. And the neat thing about the grain here is I can pick some areas, and actually there's 4 of them here, to color. Yeah, it's called verdigris. It's not that expensive. A whiter wood.
Sealed surface, and you want to stain the sealed surface and not, you'll feel the grain, obviously, but does it stain the surface?
Well, it's flame colored. It's well, then you're not burning the pores deeper, so you're not burning the pores of the grain deeper. That's what the flaming does. So I'm sure you could use this on just unflamed oak or ash. This is ash. It does come off of metal. So blue or purple? Blue? Slightly, but not as much as you would think. Because mostly I'm rubbing it into the pores, and then there's only a little bit left that's not in the pores. Got some on the inside, oh well. It's tedious just making sure it's all in the grain. Doesn't look good if it's not. I'll leave the backside for now. Let's see if I can get this excess blue out of the inside. Maybe. And then it's a matter of polishing it in and then covering it with other wax. Did I do the mylons to this? All right, now it's a matter of waxing it and I can pass it around. And I'm not going to use the Yorkshire grit this time. I'm just going to put carnauba wax over it. So this has no mylons and no Yorkshire grit. Ear protection. What? That that was kind of loud. If I was doing that for long, you'd want ear protection. So I'm not happy with the shape, but for a demo, I think this is going to work well. I didn't use very contrasting blue and green, but you know, here's what happens when you add the color to it. Yes. Which is, we're losing our ash trees. And that's basically it.